BC and AD. AD stands for Anno Domini, which means the year of the Lord. BC means before Christ, or, as some would like to argue, before the Common Era. It's funny how, even the situating of documenting times in history, that the very algorithm of it alludes to Christ. I'm telling you right now, the governments of this world know the Bible is real. And they know that they have chosen to oppose God. You can see that in what they do. The little signs they give. The other night, I was watching Mars Attacks. That's an old movie. It's funny, it's humorous, but at the same time, the enemy tried to kill Christ in subtlety. So if you think the enemy's not going to come at you in subtlety, you've lost your mind. If you're a follower of Christ, he's going to come at you in subtle ways. And that includes through other people. Because demons can work through other people if you are living an immoral life and you are doing things that are completely and totally immoral. Immoral? What's that? What's immoral? What's immorality? Completely and totally disregarding how others feel, or others' lives, or others in general entirely, and only thinking about yourself, and just completely and totally being willing to hurt others in every way, shape, or form. And that's immorality. Being completely and totally willing to just disregard somebody's feelings or their life, their future, others in general entirely. You're supposed to love one another as Christ has loved you. Ouch. Sorry, I'm cooking. Ow, that hurt. I got burned by oil. But anyway, it's funny how the algorithms of AD and BC allude to Christ. Because I'll tell you right now, the governments of this world know the Bible's real. And they are purposely letting you know it. But, like the other day I was watching Mars Attacks, and there, in the end, towards the end where they killed the president, there was this thing that they stabbed into him, and then a flag came up, and it was a triangle with a circle on top, and I was like, wow, that looks like the thing on our money with the triangle with the eye on top. NASA has just made a new emblem from one of their space agencies, and there's an Egyptian pharaoh on it looking up at a star. You can tell this world literally worships the Egyptian gods, and it's not Yahweh. The Egyptian gods are man's understanding gone awry. Yes, there's some spirituality in there, but I'll tell you right now, I have met Christ. So I got an upper hand here, and I don't have to prove it to anybody. I have met him. I have met him, and it was scary, but beautiful. It was full of love. I was breathing in love and breathing out love. It was insane. And his presence surrounded me for like a week. And then I was like, after I met him, I met God directly. And I didn't even die. I was about to die because I was about to do something to myself, I'll be honest, but I wasn't going to because I needed to be here for my kids. I'm trying to prop this up. Alright, I got things to do. I can't keep talking, but AD and BC, it alludes to Christ. AD means in the year of the Lord. BC means before Christ, or before the Common Era. Well, there's no coincidence that it also alludes to before Christ. That's not a coincidence that it can also, before the Common Era. What is the Common Era? Because it's also directly before Christ. There's no coincidence that it's also literally BC, meaning before Christ. I mean, don't be naive. Don't be naive. Don't hate others. Always love others, but don't be naive. Maranatha.